This is The Gist, the essential podcast for the discerning listener.
Welcome to The Gist. Today is Friday, August the 14th, 2026. I am John.
And I am Mary. We are your smart friends on the go. We skip the jargon and break down how power really moves in the world today.
Let us start with the gist view. The United States and the European Union are fighting, but not over steel or cars. They are fighting over spreadsheets.
Exactly. United States Ambassador to the European Union, Andrew Puzder, is threatening action against Brussels. He says Europe's new environmental rules are an unreasonable burden on United States commerce.
He is talking about two specific European Union rules. First, the CSDDD. That stands for the Corporate Sustainability Due Diligence Directive. It forces companies to track environmental and human rights impacts across their entire global supply chain.
The second is the CSRD, or Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive. It demands huge public reports on a company's sustainability practices. Together, they make up the European Union's ESG framework. ESG stands for environmental, social and governance.
So, who benefits here? Brussels. By making anyone who wants to sell in Europe follow these strict rules, the European Union becomes the global referee. They get to export their standards without having to negotiate any new treaties.
It is a clever move. It stops massive global companies from just moving their pollution or bad labour practices to poorer countries.
But American corporate power is pushing back. Tracking all this data costs serious money. Ambassador Puzder told Politico Europe that these rules violate the Turnberry trade agreement. That was a major trade deal signed last July in 2025. It promised to avoid undue restrictions on transatlantic trade.
Spot on. This clash proves a massive shift in global power. The old trade wars were fought with border taxes and tariffs. The new trade wars are fought with corporate reporting and sustainability tracking. Non-tariff barriers are the new battleground.
Let us pivot to the global overview. We have an update on the United Healthcare case from December 2024.
Right. Luigi Mangione pleaded guilty in a Manhattan federal court. He faced 2 stalking charges tied to the fatal shooting of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson.
Bloomberg reports this guilty plea cancels his federal trial planned for January, but Mangione still faces a maximum life sentence. A separate state trial will still move forward next month. Moving over to the United Kingdom, but sticking with global money, English Premier League club Liverpool FC is getting some massive new backing.
The Financial Times reports a consortium just struck a deal to invest in the soccer club. It is led by the son-in-law of steel billionaire Lakshmi Mittal.
But here is the real kicker. The group is backed by Amazon founder Jeff Bezos.
The deal values Liverpool at over $7 billion. Who benefits? United States tech billionaires. We are watching a clear trend. Massive wealth derived from American tech is systematically buying up Europe's premium cultural and entertainment assets.
Now, let us look closer to home with the European perspective. Here in Germany, Berlin's housing market is completely frozen.
Rents in major German cities have jumped 75% since 2013. That prices out lower-income residents. It naturally leads to demands for stronger tenant protections.
But those demands have a hidden cost. 3 years ago, in 2021, Berlin's controversial rent cap was thrown out by the courts. Yet, the fear remains.
Local politicians are still debating whether to expropriate or forcibly buy out large corporate landlords. According to the IFO Institute, that political threat acts just like a rent cap.
Capital freezes. Institutional investors are spooked. They price in the hostile environment and simply stop building. Right now, Berlin's price-to-rent ratio is still 10 to 15% below the trend of similar German cities.
It is a classic power mismatch. Politicians want to protect voters, but the fierce rhetoric scares away the exact money needed to build new homes. The housing supply structurally dries up, making apartments even harder to find.
Over in the United Kingdom, Nigel Farage has a new victory. The leader of the right-wing populist Reform United Kingdom Party won the Clacton by-election.
Politico reports he took almost 63% of the vote, securing exactly 22,239 votes. But it was a bizarre race. Major political parties actually boycotted it.
So who came in second? Count Binface. The satirical candidate pulled in 9,455 votes.
Finally, a severe climate reality check. A massive forest fire broke out in the Hürtgenwald area of North Rhine-Westphalia, right here in Germany.
Broadcaster ZDF says it burned at least 200 hectares. It is the largest forest fire in the state's history.
The Nina emergency app triggered its highest alert level. About 1,800 local residents were forced to evacuate their homes.
And that brings us to the end of today's show. If we look at the temperature today, it is all about unexpected barriers. Whether it is United States tech wealth vaulting over European sports borders, political rhetoric freezing real estate capital in Berlin, or new ESG rules replacing old-school tariffs in global trade, the real power lies in who writes the rules of access. Throw in a historic climate-fueled fire in Germany, and it is clear the old systems are struggling to contain new realities.
Exactly right, John. And if you enjoyed unpacking these realities with us today, keep the insights coming. You can subscribe to the Gist's daily newsletter for free. We put the link right in the show notes for you. It only takes a few seconds to sign up, and we would love to see you there.
Thanks for listening, everyone. We will catch you next time.
The Gist, News Digest, and podcast are entirely written and produced by artificial intelligence. The Gist is out 3 times a day, every day, providing you with a liberal perspective on what to expect next. For more information and donations, visit thegist.online. Thank you for listening.